I will give you guys the Yoru bind tutorial right now.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Ethos here. Just wanted to say all these clips are taken from my stream. I stream every day at twitch.tv/ethos, and if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell, and join my Discord server down below. Enjoy the video.
What's up, guys? Ethos here. I'm just gonna show you guys how to play Yoru on bind, or how I play him on bind and how I think he should be played on bind. I'm just gonna give you guys a lot of like the the little gimmicks that I do. I'm not gonna go like too in depth about like how to run defaults with him and like how he should be played like in a team setting, even though that's kind of like what I focus on mainly. Anyways, let's get right into it. Let's get started off on defense. Okay, at the beginning of every round, like at almost like every single round, right? Unless like I can't afford or something, I will always put my footsteps right here at the portal. And the reason why I do this, and like at the start of every single round, no matter where I am, if I'm like right next to it, I'll just left click it in and before the byphase barrier drops, or if I'm far away, I'll right click it and then I'll pop it the second the byphase barrier drops, and then I'll just have it go through the portal every single round, because that's conditioning right there. That's conditioning. If it happens every single round, right, then basically if you do ever do anything off of it, it's not going to be telegraphed. People won't know if you're actually doing something off of it, right? If you're constantly sending footsteps through. Now, also the reason why I send this through is because raises like to always default their Roomba, off the wall into hookah like that, and these footsteps will eat them up. So you can also throw your footsteps just a little bit, like if you just like aim at the left of this of the door right here. It's not like a very strict lineup. It's just like just a little bit to the left, not all the way to the left because it'll stay in the portal, but a little bit to the left. So go out the portal, but not into hookah, but actually over here. And that way the Roomba doesn't even get into hookah. So if you have a teammate playing in hookah, there is no worry of them at all being affected by that Roomba. So throwing in the footsteps like that every round will, one, condition the enemy team, and two, bait the raised Roomba. So starting off on pistol round. Pistol round's the only round of the half where you have extra time. So with that, that's actually, I use that to my advantage, because with that extra time I can set my footsteps here and then I can literally go anywhere I want. So something I often do is I like to go into hookah and play behind this box, and I'll set my footsteps through at the beginning of the round. Because I'm behind this box and I'm setting the footsteps through, right, and they're seeing the Yoru footsteps go through, they're not expecting me to be in hookah. They're expecting me to be starting on A because I sent the footsteps through. So they're not going to expect me to be here, especially if I'm the only flash character on the team. They're not going to be worried about being flashed, and that's where I want to flash out like this or like this, and basically the second they come in, I just bang a flash and bang, they're all blind and I get a free kill either on pistol. You can also go towards long if you want and play here without them knowing, or play in showers. Just the whole thing is like always be somewhere where you're not expecting them to be. Yeah, so on pistol round, that's something I like to do. I like to get frenzy, flash, and footsteps, and I'll usually put my footsteps there. I like to play in hookah. I also like to play B long. Sometimes I'll go to showers or I'll go into U-haul. Really, it's all dependent on what my team wants as well. So yeah. And also on defense, always throw your TP to the other site. So if I'm going to start the round on B, throw your TP like this, just straight at this edge. It's perfect for it. And if you follow it, this is going to go all the way into heaven. Just like that. And it's going to be safe. And basically what that means is like you can literally be in hookah, you can be in long, you can be grabbing orb, you can be pushing down. And then the second that you don't think it's going to be B, and the second that your teammates on A need help, you can TP over and boom, you're on A, and now you have 3 here on A. So with Yoru, essentially you can play to hold both sides, where usually you are playing 3 on one side to hold and then 2 on the other side to either play retake or just to hold one specific choke of the map. So either, for example, if you're playing 2 on B, one option you can do is either play retake like this, or you could play, double up garden, double up hookah. That's very common. Or same thing on A. If you're playing just 2 on A, so they're playing retake like heaven and spawn, or double showers to hold showers control, or double U-haul to hold U-haul control, right? But now you can basically free up your teammates to play however they want. They can now actually play to hold the site, counting on the fact that you will be there the second that that hit's going to be there. But also you have to communicate when your TP is going to expire, because that means that the instant rotate will not be there anymore, and they're going to probably have to shift to a more passive setup. So this is like a stage changing setup throughout the round. Like you don't keep the same setups that you had at the very beginning if your TP expires, right? Like if your TP expires and they're playing like sites like this or something, say, okay, my TP is expiring, fall back to either hold one choke or to play retake. Make sure to mention that to your teammates. Anyways, enough about that. I don't know, I get so sidetracked talking about how to incorporate into the team, but I know you just want to see gimmicky stuff, but I'm too focused on actually having people play YORU correctly and having him have the highest impact. And the highest impact is communicating with your team what you want to do. So yeah. Anyways, footsteps too, all the time, every single round. Do that every single round. And then on one random round, the reason why I do this, right? And granted, Red is someone who is the first person I saw do this, but I'm maybe someone else has done this before, so I don't want to like misgive credit. But Red was the person that I saw do this first. So basically with this conditioning, right, every single round you're doing this, with the footsteps going through, eating the Roomba, whatever, let the enemies get comfortable with the fact that some footsteps are going through the TP, and then one round at the very start you go through the TP, and the second you go through the TP, you left click your footsteps like that, and then you can either go into the left corner like this and just tuck and hide and wait for them to go up to hookah, and then wait for your teammate to take contact. Either it could be a teammate in here actually like playing to fight with you, or it could just be like a alarm bot, a cypher trip, a cypher cam, a killjoy turret, something spotting the entrance. With the second that they hit this point is when you want to open the door, get your couple kills, and then TP away. And also, by the way, before you do this, always the second that the buy phase hits 1 second on the clock, I always throw my TP over to here towards backside, and then I'll TP and drop my footsteps like that, and then I'll come over here to tuck, or maybe sometimes I'll peek out to the right while the footsteps are up, and I'll get one unsuspecting person not looking at me at all, and it's a great off angle, good for one, and you're just out of there. So that's something I like to do often, right? And if you do that, a couple times or whatever, even just once, right? Now the enemy teams are going to be constantly worried about you being in the hookah TP without them knowing, because you're doing this every single round. They'll have no idea if that's real or not until they actually spot you on the map, or until you open the TP, or unless they have like a KO, or like unless they're going to dart into the hookah TP from short, or dog in, or drone in, but in which case you can always TP back, always have your TP ready to just cancel, exit, and get out of there, right? And in which case they have to expend utility to figure out if you're in there or not. Basically that does two things, right? It's either they have to be constantly worried about this, or they have to expend utility to clear it out first, you know what I mean? So that's that's why it's so good to constantly be conditioning that. Other plays I like to do, so for a short, an aggro a short play I like to do, this is something that again I saw Red do with the one-way flash. What I like to do for this is throw my TP here at around the 3-second mark, throw my left click footsteps into the wall here at the 2-second mark, and then line up flash like this at the buy phase barrier, and the second buy phase barrier drops, flash. And then what I like to do is make sure I'm hugging the right side, because the timing with the flash here and people swing out here is people can actually swing you. Like if you're swinging out here, they can see before the flash pops. So if you flash and swing out to the left, they can see before the flash pops and potentially kill you, and it's gotten me killed before. So usually for the first couple steps, I will path straight ahead, that way that I don't get peeked right away. Now be warned that enemies who go like this for whatever reason, who like go to the buy phase barrier and go like this and then swing out like this, will not be blind by this blind, because this blind pops right here, and that's behind the wall for them. Beware of that, okay? But other than that, it's a really sick one-way flash, and anyone who's like a normal person just going out like this will be blind, and you can get your 2 or 3 or 4 and then TP out back to back site on A. Another play I like to do is, again, footsteps here, throw your TP. So I'll throw my footsteps there, I'll throw my TP over here towards B from heaven. You just aim it just directly in the center, and I'll just go to B, and then I just go here. I just go into showers, and then just waiting for them to try to take shower orb or something, or just make showers contact. That they're coming up a lot. Maybe they like to just walk in, try to grab the orbs, or that they're one off their ult. That's really important. You come to hold showers, and basically you can just flash off a random timing. I think either zip tie or Red came up with this flash, but you can just make a flash off like this, and this flash will not blind you, and this flash will blind them. It's a really good flash, right? Or honestly, you could just bang a flash like this too if you're worried about it not getting everything. Just bang a flash like this if you want, like into the corner like this, and it'll only half blind you and it'll full blind them, right? It is a little inconsistent at times. I don't know if there's like a strict lineup for it, but it's basically you want it to pop behind this thing. So if you flash like this and then swing out like that, then you won't be blind and they will be. So there's that. Also, another thing you can do is, I don't know if you guys knew this, but with the footsteps and the TP, you guys probably did. You can throw your footsteps down like this. Right below, you just right click them. And then with your TP, you can jump and then throw your TP up like this. And as long as you are standing right on top of a set of footsteps, you can actually jump and put your TP on top of things that you won't normally be able to get onto. So then doing this, you can get on top of, like, you know, up here, and playing up here is really strong. Or you could do it from here, or you can also have a teammate boost you up here if you wanted to. You can do this, jump like that on top of here if you wanted to. There's a lot of options of what you want to do. Get on top of places that normally only a Rage, Jet, or Omen can get on top of. If you want to, you know, if you want to play in U-Haul and then maybe like wait for some contact short, you could throw a flash like this if you want, and then peek out. Or you could throw this flash. This is a flash that Zip Tie came up with, and it'll basically pop right here. It's a pop flash. It's unturnable, right? But it'll only blind anyone who's actually, like, you know, over here, like actually staring at U-Haul. It will not blind anyone like tucked in these cubbies. Like, this guy wouldn't get blind or anything. But anyone who's actually staring at this corner would get blind and would die. So, okay, you just bank it off this edge right here. Yeah, you just bank it off. Then you just swing with it. Easy. But make sure you tell your teammates that you're flashing, because otherwise they're going to be full white. Also, one play I find very, very strong is if you're just playing backside and they're running in, and let's say they're Omen smoking like this, and like, you know, and like up here, or maybe like just like there's the two side smokes like that, coming into the smoke right here. And once you hear them like in this area, you know, getting ready to plant, just bang a flash through. Obviously there's gonna be a smoke down. You bang a flash through the smoke and just run through, and just, I always get like 2Ks, 3Ks just doing stuff like that, because it's just such an open area. People are like constantly waiting for someone to run through the smoke, and it's gonna be hard for them to turn from that flash. They're also like worried about people in U-Haul and whatnot, so you can definitely catch people off guard, especially when they're running. If you want to switch it up towards B, I would still recommend setting up your footsteps towards the hookah TP. Throw your TP like that towards heaven again, and then let's say you want to peek hookah. You could throw a flash like this, nice little one-way flash like that, or you could, you know, literally just bank a flash off like this if you wanted to. There's a lot of different things you can do. These kind of flashes are all good. The reason why this one-way flash is nice is because you can peek before the flash pops, and the people will basically have to either decide to look at the flash and try to fight you, or to turn and then, you know, you shoot them in the side of the head. Again, you guys know, you know, the little hookah flash play. Go up here like this, or like this. For Octagon, banging flashes off the top like that is really strong. It'll blind anyone who's actually in the long alleyway, and it's a one-way flash for you. You're getting credits to Zip Tie, but I also think I like found this myself, but you know, he found it first, so I want to make sure credit is given where credit is due. And then I think he also had like a flash like through the roof, but honestly, this is all you really need. I feel like a flash like that is all I really need. You can also bang a flash off the metal, and that'll also do a great job of flashing them. If there's an elbow smoke here and you hear them running out, you just bang a flash through the smoke like this. Obviously there's a smoke that'll, you know, make it so you don't have to turn, and then you just run through, and you can get a lot of people who are running out in this area. Also, playing in from tube is absolutely insane. Like, it's nothing special, right? But like, it's so great because you are like sheltered by your own flashes here, right? So if you're just by yourself playing on site, maybe you have a teammate elbow or something, if you're just by yourself and you don't have to worry about flashing your teammates, they just bank flashes like this all over, all outside, and these are all one-way flashes that'll blind everyone who's like looking here. So like, if you bring out a flash like this, everyone who's looking at this angle will be completely blind, and this will blind like more angles than you think, because like this will blind people in hookah and people who are like on site and people over here, and it'll blind so many people, right? And same thing for the other side too. You can blind like this and peek into hookah, or peek, you know, this will blind people who are peeking from long to this angle. So just banging flashes like this from tube is super duper strong. Oh, okay. Also on CT side as well. Op with Yoru. Opping with Yoru is insane. Even better than Jet in some situations. If you just can't play him as aggressive as you do with the Jet, you can't take like stupid aggressive peeks and just get a get out of jail free card. But like you get like you can play stuff like you can do stuff like this. You can start off the round on B long, right? Opping B long, opping fountain here, right? Just like this, and then you op, blah blah blah, and then okay, you get your one. They're like, oh, there's an op on B. Let's run away. Let's go to A. That's where the op isn't. Oh well, look where I am now. I'm on A site. I'm gonna op you here. Bang. You know what I'm saying? And then freaking I ult in, and then I take a shorty, and I get a triple collat with the shorty, and I get an ace. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's like op with Yoru more, because like whenever an offense team sees where the op is, they're usually inclined to go to the other side. And the reason for that is, well, one, because it's it's a disadvantageous like angle like fight to take. Like it usually will end up with us just getting a man advantage, right? Just getting right off the bat, usually, if the opera doesn't suck. And for them to successfully like take it safely, to take the map control safely and fight off the angles, they're gonna have to expend util, whether it's a drone, a flash, or whatever, right? And that's a piece of util you could use for something else. Usually when they find where the op is, they tend to go to the other site. So being Yoru and be like, maybe you're opping A heaven, right? And then like, let's say they swing out A short, take a shot, and they're like, oh my God, the ops here on A, let's go B. They all TP into hookah. And then you're like, okay, no problem. Here I am now, posted on hookah. What agent can do that? Exactly. No other agent can do that. And another thing is like a lot of offense teams will like be a lot more cautious about swinging a site when they know that the other team has an op. So they're gonna be like very careful, and they will try not to give you that free op pick, right? But the second they know that the op is on one site, that's when they start getting the confidence to swing dry swing angles again on sites. And that's why like you're so much more likely to get an actual pick on the second site. Because once you TP over here, now you can actually shoot them because they're gonna have the confidence to just dry peek with no like flashes, no jiggles, no jump jiggles or whatever. Let's move on to offense. Offense honestly is like a lot harder on bind. Like yeah, there's their gimmicks, like they will work on the lower ranks for sure. So like if you're a lower rank, like fine, have at it, you're gonna be totally fine. In terms of like the higher ranks, to really get value out of Yoru on offense, is, as I said, you need to be a lurk. And to be a successful lurk, to be a good lurk, you have to have a team that listens. You have to have a team that listens to your comms. And also you have to calm. You have to be very communicative. You have to tell them what you're doing. You have to tell them what you're seeing. You have to tell them what your plan is. And they have to tell you what they're seeing. They have to tell you what their plan is. They have to tell you if they want to commit or fall off, if they want you to take space, if you're taking, and you have to tell them if you're taking space, if you find you're rotating off, you found a hole, if they should come back, if they should commit, if you need to commit, or if you want to go back. All that kind of stuff needs to be properly communicated between lurk and the other four. That's where you find the most value. For example, I'll tell like a default mate, just like send 3 B long, 1 hookah to clear hookah, usually like a raise or something to clear hookah, make sure they're not in there, making a lot of noise, try to drag a rotation, and then I will have my TP like over here on B fountain, and I'll be lurking around this area, making sure that no one pushes flank. And often people will push flank, maybe they'll try to get the shower orb, free kill for me, or they'll try to push A short, free kill for me, or I'll hear them rotate off and I'll be like, oh, they're rotating off, then that's free space for me and free space for the team, so I'll go do that. Same idea here on B. I'll tell them, okay, let's work either 3 short, 1 shower, or 2 short, 2 shower, and then I will take care of all of this, and I'll be lurked in these positions. I'll be lurked either I can't pick here, maybe outside here, maybe I'll even get into hookah if it's clear in here, and I'll be able to watch this rotate like that. That's the correct way to play Yoru Unbind, is to be a lurk, to be a little rat, you know what I'm saying? But there are ways you can take space with Yoru and be aggressive like an actual duelist, right? And I'll show you how. For example, if I want to take U-Haul, right? Usually I'll have a Sova or a Sky drone it, because otherwise it's a little scary, because there's a lot of angles like this, or whatever, or this, or maybe in lamps or whatever, that like can be scary, especially when you peek out and then you try to bring your TP out, you can get timing or whatever. So usually have some teammates here would definitely help. But if you're trying to do like an A exec, you want to make space for your teammates, do this, I bind like this, and bang, I pop my flash again. bang your flash before the TP reaches all the way through. Try to throw while I try to throw my TP. I throw the flash when my TP is like right at this angle, so I literally TP right into this cubby. Now the reason why I like to TP in this cubby is because I can't get killed from pocket easily. The blind will blind pocket for the most part, but I can't get killed from pocket easily if there's a guy pocket. But usually, again, that's why there's a drone or a dog going through. And then if there is not a guy here who's blinded and then I'm killing, then I'll maybe pop my second flash and do it like this, and I'll get a lot of kills like that, killing the guy in U-Haul. Or if I'm on the left side of short, another thing I can do to try to make space, I'm going to TP like this, again with drones or whatever following up. I can flash like this and blind like that, and this will blind this, and this, right? And then miss some angles of this if there depends on how tucked they are, and then bang, I'm front sight. And the reason why I'm here is because I want to be kind of covered from the U-Haul angle and here. What's worrying here though is like if there's a showers guy, I don't know, sometimes like you'll be unlucky and there's a showers guy like here just staying here, and then just will randomly swing out, right, who's like tucked, and that's, you know, that's a problem. But if you have pressure coming from showers as well, like you have teammates going showers as well, then usually they're going to be a little preoccupied worrying about them. So yeah, and if I do come up here, if I do make it out successfully here, I like to bang a second flash like this. And this flash, what's nice about this flash like this is this will blind not only all of backside, but it'll also blind anyone showers holding like this. Anyone who is holding like this, they will get blinded because the blind will pop right around here or like over here, and they will be full blind. And then so I'll blind like this, and they're blind, and if I don't see anyone there, then I'll swing out backside and get some free kills like that. For showers, if they're constantly for example, you think that they're going to try to get showers orb, or if you think they're going to be opping showers, or if they're constantly contesting for showers, or they're constantly trying to hold showers, so I'll do it like this, TP like this, and then I'll blind like that. And now that's perfect. Now this blind will pop right here, and if you do it quick enough, they're not going to hear the TP coming, especially if you throw some footsteps at a time, especially if you have a drone going through, or a dart going through, or a Roomba going through, or a sky dog going through. This will catch a lot of people off guard. If they're in here, they're usually like really screwed. Now you can do a couple of things. You could just flash out like this, and then just bring out a fire like this if you wanted to, or you could throw a TP towards backside and flash like this. And this flash will get anyone backside, and this is a good flash, and I've done it, you know, multiple times. While we're here at A, post plant flashes, okay, from triple, this flash for backside zip tie, this flash from zip tie, it's a nice flash, one-way flash for backside. You bang like that, it's anywhere like that, and then basically anyone, I'll show you what it looks like when you look at it like that. So anyone backside looking in this direction will be blind. If you are playing from U-Haul, this flash is really good, really good. Let's say it's playing on front side here, I use this all the time. If they tap it or whatever, right, this flash is amazing. This flash is this is flash I found. This flash super simple. You just aim at this anywhere on this line, bro. Just like literally, this flash is super nice, and there's no way you're gonna get blind by it swinging off of it like that, and they're gonna be super blind. Don't look at it. It's a one-way flash. Also, being a flash like that, if you wanted to, they kind of make it a little like closer to them, a little more distracting. Anyways, that is A site. That is A site. If you're taking hookah, you're coming in here, you're obviously doing your due diligence, clearing these first angles that people like to play. Hopefully you have a teammate here with you, maybe a Raze who's throwing a Roomba in, or a Cypher who's camming in, right? Flashing just high to the right off this wall is good. Not too high though, because like you just want high enough so it goes above the box, that's all. And this will pretty much blind everyone in hookah, and then anyone in sight who's looking at this run-in. So like basically people who are on top of sight as well, like this, who are holding, will also get blind. Also blinding out, there's a smoke here, you can just throw a flash out like this if you wanted to, like just off the ground through the smoke if you wanted to. You also throw like, you know, I don't know, something cheeky out of the smoke if you wanted to, but you know, you don't have to complicate things. Coming up long, if they're constantly contesting for longs, kind of similar with showers, just throw a TP like this, and then let's say, you know, obviously your teammates are posted like this, So it'll flash up like this if you wanted to, and this will blind anyone who's holding it. Anyone who's tucked like this, it might be a little tricky to get this blind off on them, right? But you know, if you throw your blind deep enough, right, you can even throw your blind like this maybe, but there's a worry of it, you know, bouncing back like that, or the worry of it bouncing inside of octagon, which will not blind anyone playing over here. So the best, honestly, I think would probably be like just throwing it into the ground, right? But that'll probably be easily turnable. So I don't do this play very often. One play that I think is actually very viable, probably the most viable for aggressive plays on B, is TPing into elbow. You throw a TP like that and then just flashing like that. It's totally fine. It's totally good. A lot of people get caught off guard by it, and also a big reason why I like doing this, you just throw a flash however you want, is because it is safe from most other common angles on B site. And then another thing that will work from time to time, which I think it's a pretty high success rate, but like you know, I don't do it all the time because it's, you know, it can definitely go south. But if I want to get on the site and make space, I'll literally just throw a blind off the ground and pop it, and have it pop to blind, you know, kind of like in this area, so that it'll blind both tube and then also people backside. Another thing, also a flash to help your teammates. This is a flash that I found, is throwing a flash like this. This is not for yourself really. This is more, well, it could be for yourself, but it's more so to help your teammates. This will flash off basically everything. This will flash off like all the common angles to hold octagon from. So anyone who is trying to hold octagon, if you just throw a flash like this, will be like completely blind, and this will not blind your teammates at all. Throwing a blind is through the roof here. This is an ethos flash I haven't actually shown people yet, so this is the first time people are going to be seeing it. Throwing a flash like this is really good for helping your teammates, you know, flashing people off angles and helping your teammates get a little bit more breathing room onto the site. Alts, literally, alt B, just alt through B, man. Just alt through B, clear out hookah, clear out under here, all that stuff, clear out cubby, clear out whatever. You know, let's say there's nothing here. Obviously, if there's someone here, then maybe you have your omen flash for you, or you just shorted them. But if not, I like to get in tube and bang. I'm now in a pistol position with my teammates, and I'm in tube. I am literally in tube, and I'm behind all of them. And anyone who's playing an octagon, or anyone who's playing an elbow or whatever, now have to be worried about me. So like, think about a jet being able to dash not on top of sight but into sight, like literally into the tube. That's what YORU can do for you, right? And same thing on hookah, right? Or sorry, U-Haul. You can ult into U-Haul. And one thing I like to do is not go into the front, but I like to go into the back of U-Haul. It's a little 200 IQ mega brain, because people will be constantly like, U-Haul players will be looking over here waiting for the YORU to come this way, but then you'll come to the back, you'll see them first before they hear you, and then you unalt, shoot him in the face with a big judge or a phantom or whatever, or have your omen flash him for you, and then you unalt or have silver ult or whatever. On defense, there's a couple plays you can do as well. You can instantly ult if you have a Sova in hookah. This is play. It's really good. No one does it though because no one believes in me. You have Sova here, get an omen here, or something, right? And then you ult in, or you can have an omen there. Either one. It could be and or, doesn't matter. So like you ult through, right? And you say, oh, I see all Sova, ult these guys. And the second that they start, he starts ulting them, they're like, they pull out their knives and they're like running around trying to run away from the Sova. And then you unult, and then you gotta go bang, 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 bang. Oh my God, 7K! Wow, crazy. Or you know, you're doing the same thing here. You're ulting through, and then your omens here, right, has a blind ready. You're like, oh, they're in here. They're blind. And they blind all of them. Oh, they're all blind. Bing, 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 bing. Wow, 9K. Wow. And then you're like, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, insane, bro. Like, insane. But really, though, like, the Soval, because, like, people already know, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but this used to be really popular to do in beta. Well, I don't know how popular, but it was definitely a thing that people used to do. In betas, Sova would come here, and they would just insta-ult short. They would just insta-ult short market like this, because they could get a lot of lineups like that. And doing that with the YORU, paired with the YORU, is super good, because one, I can ping them for him, and two, the second they pull out their knives or whatever to run away, you know, I can unult and shoot them while their knives are out. And also, let's say, you know, also before any YORU, throw a safety TP, please, for the love of God, throw a fucking safety TP. You don't have to commit to it, bro. Throw your ults, you throw your TP down, you ult through. Let's say none of them are here, right? And then let's say you come over here. Oh, there's 5 people in a ring doing a ritual, and where the sacrifice is you as the YORU ult. Do not un-ult here. They're all ready to shoot you. TP back and run away. Run away, bro. So, yeah, there you go. Okay, that's my YORU lesson for Bind. Bang.